show. Okay.
Connecting the community through gospel. The new 980 AM.
That right now.
EDO. Perry Macon.
Hello, Facebook fans. Hello, and welcome to Ageless Beauty Broadcast. I'm your host, Dr. Naya O'Mara, with Ageless Aesthetics, and I have with me Christina. So this is another episode of the Face of 2021. Last week we talked about acne and acne scarring and um, how we can treat it, what types of acne that we have, and how we can maintain our skin looking flawless and glowing. So another episode of 2021. Today we're going to be talking about a procedure called Fractora. So, what is Fractora? Fractora is one of the advanced procedures that we do here. It's basically microneedling with energy, microneedling with radio frequency energy. And we have a model here. She has some concerns. And as we go along, we're going to be demonstrating the procedure, and we're going to be talking about, you know, who needs this procedure, what this procedure can do for you, and so on and so forth. So as we talked about acne, one of the treatments of acne scarring is actually Fractora. So, hi, Miss B.
Hello.
Okay, can you tell the viewers why you're getting this procedure, and we can go along with that?
Well, I am getting this procedure today because I have like a deep acne scars that have lasted for years.
Okay.
I have used a lot of products, yet they're not going away.
Okay.
And again, I have some sunburns and wrinkles, that's just there and sitting. And I've tried everything I can to help it go away, but it's not doing anything.
Okay. So as you can see on her face, she has some acne here that are actually coming up, and she has some hyperpigmentation. She has melasma right here, which was worsened due to sunburn. But now she's beginning to use SPF sunscreen. She has some other hyperpigmentation. Her texture is not even. So this procedure is actually targeting all these concerns that she has. Okay, so Fractora delivers radio frequency energy using little tiny pins. Can we show our audience these pins? So we have two types. What type is this, Christina?
This is a 24-pin coated tip.
Okay.
We actually have another tip that is a 24-pin non-coated tip and a 64-pin tip. Because our patient today is a darker skin type, a 4, 5, or 6, we use a 24-pin coated tip on her. And what the coated tip means is that the tips of the pin itself is coated all the way down to protect the epidermis, because that is where the hyperpigmentation would occur. If we did a non-coated pin on her skin, she would probably present with some hyperpigmentation from the procedure after she had it done.
So the gentle heat generated by the Fractora actually penetrates the subdermal skin, the subdermal surface of her skin. So what we're saying here, what Christina is trying to tell our audience is that Fractora can be used for all skin types. So she's a skin type 6, as you can see. So this is safe and can be used for all skin types. So we use this procedure to do a lot of things. Collagen synthesis. So we actually deliver this energy. The pins goes down into the subdermal area with the energy and helps to promote healing. Increase collagenesis, increase elastin, texturing, resurfacing of the skin. So what else?
Well, yes. So a tightening of the skin helps with textural irregularities, can help break up some hyperpigmentation in the skin, can be good for active acne outbreaks as well as acne scarring that causes unevenness in the skin texture, like ice pick scarring and pitting. Okay. Can help to soften those.
Is any skin preparation necessary?
For darker skin types, we do like to prep the skin with a hydroquinone-based cream just to help keep the pigment cells from being overactive. That can help alleviate any hyperpigmentation that can come after the procedure.
Is more than one treatment necessary?
Yes, we recommend at least 3, but it ultimately depends on what they're treating. If she had deeper acne scarring, we may want to do more than 3 treatments. In addition to the face, this procedure can be done on the body. People like to do it for mild stretch marks, and in that case, we may need to do more treatments as well.
Okay, so the other benefits that we can get from this treatment is lifting of the eyebrows. Because of the tightening and the collagen synthesis, after this treatment, well, it's not going to be one treatment, it's going to be more than one treatment. Her eyebrows are going to be lifted. If she has crow's feet, can you smile for us? So these are crow's feet, okay? That will help eliminate the crow's feet. If you have fine lines and wrinkles, that helps that. Of course, we talked about the acne scars. And we're going to go down to her neck, okay? So it helps to tighten the neck. You know, some people that have saggy necks, saggy skin around the neck, that tightens it. Like I said, elastin is what tightens. Collagen synthesis, elastin production, those are the benefits of this treatment. Okay? So we've talked about that. Let's start the treatment and then we're gonna go ahead and keep talking. How does that feel?
Not bad.
When will she be able to see the benefits from the treatment?
So, like we said, you cannot have just one treatment. You have to have 3 treatments. She will see results after the first treatment. She's going to see some tightening. She's going to see a reduction of the fine lines and wrinkles. And by the 3rd treatment, she'll really, really see a huge, huge difference.
So how should she expect to look after each treatment?
Okay, you're going to see it immediately. She's going to have a little bit of redness, and she can put on makeup 24 to 48 hours later. I recommend mineral-based makeup if she has to have it, but she's going to look a little red, and that's it. Well, and some people react differently. Like if you're of lighter skin color, you may be red for a few days, and even there might be some swelling.
Can Fractora be combined with other treatments?
It can, but not today. So what is the downtime? Okay, so there's gonna be moderate redness. Like we're gonna show her after once she's done treating her. Some people are red or a little bit of swelling about 24 to 36 hours. Some people may be red for more than 3 days. It all depends on how you react. Okay, let's keep going. Well, it looks like she's not moving. How does that feel?
It's not bad.
Okay, so it feels like a tiny, like rubber band snap.
Yeah, like tiny needles going in and yeah.
Okay. Good job. Good job. Okay.
There was a question or a comment that says she should be wearing a mask. We have all been vaccinated in the facility.
Yes, our mother fully vaccinated in this facility, and it's gonna be very uncomfortable for her while she's getting her face treated to wear a mask. That is really not because this is well, we try to keep it as sterile as possible, So if that addressed her question. Okay.
I am vaccinated and I'm fully vaccinated. I don't think that should be an issue, knowing that the people around me are also vaccinated.
Okay.
And just for everyone out there, when I'm doing treatments on clients that come into the office, we always wear a mask because we don't know as far as if they've been vaccinated, and they don't know that we've been vaccinated, but everyone in the office is safe for this procedure today.
So, at the beginning of the procedure, she first of all gently cleansed her face. We recommend that you don't use any harsh products prior to this procedure. We recommend that you don't use retinol prior to this procedure. Maybe a couple of days, 2 to 3 days prior to the procedure. And avoid exfoliants, avoid glycolic acid, avoid chemical peels, retinoids for about 2 weeks. Okay, and of course we recommend sunscreen. So after the procedure, Cece, can you tell us what you think? Hello. After the procedure, what can she use?
We have some home care products that we recommend. Right after the procedure, I will apply. I usually do like a hyaluronic acid serum just to help hold moisture into the skin. That can be really good for post-care procedures. We also do a Aquaphor, like you can use Aquaphor, or we do carry something here called Hydro Balm that we recommend, and it's more of an occlusive barrier to help protect the skin about 24 to 48 hours after, so it doesn't allow any bacteria or anything to get into the skin. Sunblock 24 to 48 hours afterwards, along with makeup, very important. And then just a really good hydrating moisturizer.
There is a question.
Okay.
If the person has been tanning, should they undergo the procedure?
No, not necessarily. It just really depends on how dark, because then we would go according to your current skin type. So if you're normally a very fair individual and you've been tanning, and then you appear to be more of a skin type 4 because you get really dark, then we would just use the appropriate tips and treatment settings for your treatment.
All right.
Okay.
Are you done with the
I am
treatment?
done.
Mm-hmm. So she's done with the treatment. Yay! You did very well. And we can zoom in and see a little bit of blood, but that shouldn't scare people. That's because the pin actually goes deep. So what's the difference between microneedling and this microneedling? So microneedling actually doesn't penetrate as deep as the fractura. And plus, the regular microneedling, it's good for resurfacing, it's good for, mild acne, but for deeper wrinkles and acne, fractura is your way to go.
If someone is interested in Botox the same day, can they have Botox done the same?
No, absolutely not. They can't. They have to wait for about a week to 2 weeks before they can get Botox.
Is it the same for facials?
For facials, I don't recommend doing any facials right now. You can do your facials, let's say,
About 4 weeks.
about 4 weeks later. Okay. So I don't recommend that. Now the needles have penetrated deep into the subdermal layer. You don't really want to you don't want to put anything irritable into the skin. Your pores are open, the channels are open, so your body is now starting to heal. You don't want any irritant to the skin.
How far apart are each treatment?
4 to 6 weeks.
So about 4 to 6 weeks. So you either get your Botox before or afterwards in about 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks. So, and you can see there's a little bit of swelling. You can see the pinpoint marks. They're like tiny dots. That's what the little pins created. This is all normal. There's gonna be a little bit of swelling. You can put ice if you want. But basically, this is a simple procedure, and you can tell it lasts about 20 minutes.
Mhm.
Okay, but you're gonna numb. You're gonna put some numbing cream on you for about 30 to 45 minutes. And where can you get this procedure? This procedure is done at Ageless Aesthetics. in Warner Robins, and our phone number is area code 478-333-2595. There's another question.
Can Fractora make scars worse?
Fractora, I don't believe can make scars worse. It actually creates collagen in the skin to help soften scars.
Yeah. So
Maybe certain types of scarring.
yeah, it depends on the type of scarring and how long this scarring has been. Fractura actually is indicated for helping the reduction or the look of scars. It's gonna look worse at first after the treatment, after you do fractura on a scar, and then of course the appearance of the scar will improve. Keep talking.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's it. So how do you feel? Tell our audience how you feel, what you feel.
Well, I feel bad. I feel good. When she was doing it, I was only feeling like some little needles going in, but the pain is not much, and I feel good just after it. I don't feel anything. I don't feel pain. I don't feel. It's just like a little bit tingling, here and there. But other than that, I think I feel good.
Okay, very good.
Is RF a solution for tear troughs?
Is RF a solution for tear troughs? It's actually, yes, it will help the improvement of, the hollowing or the darkening of the tear troughs. Um, it's said because she went as close as around her orbital rim, not on her eyeball, but the orbital rim. So it's really safe to break up the dark circles, the puffiness, and the hollowing of the tear troughs. And it's a very safe treatment. It's safe for all skin types, and it's one of my to-go procedures in the aesthetic world in 2020. Okay, so what else do we have? We have another question. We done? Okay. So like I said, natural looking. So if you want to have a face of 2021, the latest in aesthetics procedures to have your skin looking flawless, to have your skin looking amazing, to take care of the hyperpigmentation, acne scarring, under eye darkening. This is your procedure to go, and it's called Fractura, which is microneedling with RF energy. So, what else would you apply on her face? Like, did you do the SPF?
No SPF
Okay, no.
because
SPF.
of the open channels right now. So
Okay,
no
so-
SPF, just hyaluronic acid serum and hydro balm to
Okay.
protect the skin while the channels are open.
Okay, so why did you choose hyaluronic acid?
Because this particular treatment can cause some flaking and drying of the skin afterwards during the healing process. So I like the hyaluronic acid to add moisture and hydration to the skin, and then the occlusive over top of it to create a barrier so nothing can get into the skin.
Today you treated her face. Can you also do the neck as
We
well?
did her neck
Okay.
also. Yeah, you can do the neck, you can do the face, you can do treatments on the arms. I've had some people do treatments on certain parts of the body that are experiencing some stretch marks because they want to soften those. So yeah, it can be done on face and body.
Yes. Yeah, like people that have, the crepiness around the arms, like the back of the arms, that actually tells a lot about your age. So your face and neck can be looking good, and people look at your elbows.
And knees, I've actually done treatment on knees where the knee skin starts to droop a little bit over the kneecap.
Okay. So because remember, the mechanism of action is production of collagen and elastin. So anywhere you have sagginess, that can help. How about stretch marks? We've treated people with stretch marks.
Yeah, to help soften the stretch marks. And like I said, it may require more than 3 treatments. And over time, you start to see a softening of that and the skin tissues looking better because of the collagen and production in the skin.
And she has a little bit of melasma. Okay, so this actually helps to break the pigment. And with that, we're going to talk a little bit about melasma because it's a very, very difficult skin. Yeah,
Mhm.
skin. Like, I don't want to call it disorder, but
Conditions.
skin condition. Yeah, to treat. Because after this, we're gonna put on hydroquinone. Okay, we're gonna put on 8% hydroquinone with kojic acid, and that she will use from when to when.
Well, she'll actually, I'll have her wait until her skin normalizes. So I usually tell people if they're going to use a treatment product, we want the skin to normalize. So maybe 4 to 7 days. Once her skin feels normal to her, then she can start using the treatment product in the evening. And then she will use that treatment product regularly in her skincare regimen. Prior to her treatment, she can use this all the way up until she comes in for her next treatment. We would encourage that to help minimize any new melanin production that can arise from the treatment of the skin.
Okay. So that is a fractura with microneedling. So once again, we're done with the treatment. So we'll have you back in about 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay.
You start back on your hydroquinone in 2 weeks, and you're gonna continue that. Okay. So for African Americans or for skin types 4 to 6, we'll pre-treat with hydroquinone. Sometimes we'll add kojic acid. Okay, because we tend to hyperpigment when there is injury to the skin. So this is basically a controlled skin injury to the skin with RF energy.
Do you ever do fracture with PRP?
Yes, we can do Fractura with PRP. So you would do the Fractura treatment, and then the PRP would be applied to the skin afterwards.
Yeah, so that will be in place of the hyaluronic acid that she used. Okay, so you're gonna have tighter neck and tighter face, right? In a couple of days.
So even though you recommend a series or package of 3, do people normally come back and get another
Absolutely.
package?
Some people will come back because they just like the effects that it's done to their skin, and they might wait a few months or up to 6 months, and then they'll do a whole separate package.
That's very good. Okay. And before and afters are amazing, but we can't even show it because we have no way of sharing our screen. That would have been nice, but I'm sure with time she's gonna show us her after in a minute. In about 4 weeks, so that we can see how this treatment what her results look like. Okay. Do you have any questions, Misty?
Oh, no, thanks. So you all have answered everything, and I'm looking forward for my face shining.
And the next treatment, because this is your first treatment, so we're gonna kind of introduce you very slowly.
Okay.
We're gonna concentrate on here. So the energy depends. We can increase the energy or decrease the energy, depending. So you took this treatment very well with minimal pain. So I think, what energy did we use?
25.
25. Okay. So it can go as high as 40. Yes. So next time you're gonna be graduating to 35. Because with your kind of skin type, you don't want to go very high. Okay, because you're gonna hyperpigment. Even though we started pre-treating you 3 days earlier, we'll have to go slowly.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So any more questions?
Thank you. I'm looking forward. I'm so excited.
So as you can tell, her face is not even swelling. She has minimal or even significant redness. So this is what you can go about your business. Go back to the office. I think there's a question. Go back to your office, continue your business. Anything you like to do, go shopping.
Yeah, and it don't feel bad at all. Like after it, like once she's done, I didn't feel any, just the little tingling, and it's not everywhere on the face. It's just here and there, the forehead and somewhere here. Other than that, I think I'm okay.
Very good.
How do you determine which technique you want to use with microneedling, regular microneedling, and then the fractura? What helps you to determine which procedure you want to do,
Okay.
or which procedure someone else should do?
Oh, okay. So I would say if a client comes in and they're fairly young and they don't have a lot of laxity in the skin, they're not trying to treat deep acne scarring. They just want to refine the pores. They want to maybe minimize a little bit of fine lines around the eyes. I'd probably recommend some regular microneedling treatments. But if they present or more advanced age where we're starting to lose that collagen in our skin, then I would probably recommend Fractura more so for them.
Because from age 30, we actually lose 1% of our collagen every year. So we recommend once you're approaching that 35 mark, start looking for serious treatments to your skin because the collagen is not going to stop. It's like a car, you put it on drive, it's going to go. So 1% of your collagen every year, just have that in mind. Because by the time we get to your 40s and 50s, the skin is already sad. Now we're looking for more serious, going under the knife kind of procedure. But if you catch it while you're young, that is good. And that's why you also have to have a consultation with a provider. A provider, get your consultation in, then we'll recommend what treatments that you can get. And you can get your consultation, which are free at Ageless Aesthetics. It's 478-333-2595. Or you can follow us on Facebook, DM us, ask us any questions or any questions about aesthetics, beauty, skincare that you may have. We'll be glad to answer it. Okay. So I recommend my skincare regimen for you is, gentle cleansing in the morning and night, hydroquinone with kojic acid, 8% and 2% kojic acid. I recommend a vitamin C, okay? A vitamin C, um, hyaluronic acid, and retinol at night. It sounds like it's a lot, but it's really not if you see what your skin is going to look like in a couple of weeks. So like I said to everybody, the first of 2021, you have to have some form of skin resurfacing or exfoliation so that your skin will, look brighter, your products will penetrate even better. If you don't want to use anything, vitamin C and retinol at night. Of course, your sunscreen. So 3 products. Did you get all that?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So I thank you once more for watching, and we'll see you next Thursday. We're still gonna continue our series, The Face of 2021, the latest aesthetic procedures or cosmetic procedures, aesthetic and cosmetic procedures. So thank you once again, and I know we're running out of time. How are we doing? We have about 2 minutes. Okay. So any more questions before we close or any comments? Well, thank you once again for watching. Follow us on Facebook. We're also on Instagram. It's Ageless Aesthetics WR. You have to add the WR. Now, phone number once again is area code 478-333-2595. Z, do you have any comments?
I have no comments whatsoever.
Okay. So we do run our monthly specials as well. So Fractura, we get it in packages, and it runs anywhere from, we like to sell it in packages, anywhere from 2,000 to 2,500. So depending on what special. But if you mention that you watched today, it's going to be 2,000 for 3 treatments, and it's very much worth it. And once a year, I'll recommend that you get, if your problem is acne scarring, I recommend that you kind of maintain the treatments. Okay, you don't have to get the 3 treatments at one time. You can just maintain with one every 6 to 1 year.
And ask us, call 333-2595 and ask us how to join our weekly sleek text so you'll stay up to date on our weekly specials.
You know, okay. So we're gonna put up the text. Okay, so if you text that number, then you're gonna be getting a weekly special. And so I guess the next treatment, the next session, I'm gonna do a treatment on myself, and I'm not gonna say what it is. It's gonna be a surprise. So thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you guys next Thursday. Okay.